It's funny.
That was
Well, if
real
he just
funny.
enjoys clapping,
No
though.
idea what you was doing. That's why this Abasi just jumped in. Okay now.
You did start clapping though, fam.
Hey. You know what time it is when you hit them horns. Episode 61. We are in the building. My name is AMON. Let me let you know where you're at all times. You heard?
A corner like thousands of others across the country. It's the place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Our job is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change.
Funk is in the bag, and the bag is the bass, and the bass never change. It's a groove. Soon as you hear that groove, I know I got you.
Again, my name is AMON. I want to welcome you to the Corner Convo, episode 61. I will be your host for the evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are at in the world. We definitely appreciate you. Did I say definitely? Is that a word? I got to get that right. I got to get it together.
Could be.
Yeah, but you know,
a long time.
let me let you know who I am. You heard?
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my break, bitch.
That's the word too, though.
First of all, don't talk over my intro.
Okay.
Let me do this again, because I need the people to hear that. Don't ever do that, ever.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time.
Next up, man, we got my boy, my guy. Hold on, man. What's going down with this one? I kind of like this one too.
I'm about to be on some real murder shit, eh?
Word.
I'm telling you, man. Any nigga that ever looked at me wrong,
I feel you.
owes me money,
Word.
or ever said any jealous bullshit about me is fucking dead. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? Hey, they're fucking dead, man.
I do.
Time you got to do certain shit.
Yes. So, just that's it. Sometimes you gotta do certain shit. I ain't gonna give him the whole joint.
It's like, what?
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. That just give the whole joint already. Over there.
We're not gonna talk about what you did. Hold on. Anyway, man. Next up, man, we got my boy, my guy, you know, Mr. Elegant himself, Mr. King Jafi Jofar. He's a fact.
I'm an African genius. I'm an African genius. I'm an African genius. But from now on, you will refer to me as the African genius.
He was having the time of his life, dog.
Wasn't he, man?
That was the best. I wish y'all could have seen that shit. My phone was dead. I couldn't record.
Okay, so we are at episode 61. I feel like this is an accomplishment, but 61 is just such an odd number.
I always
That's
look to see who, if anybody
Maris.
famous or Roger who?
Roger Maris did.
Number 61?
Player for the Yankees. No. He hit 61 home runs. He set
Okay.
the 60.
I'll take that.
Right.
I'll take that.
All right.
All right. Well, it seems like someone had a great week as usual. I'm sure you guys know who we're talking about. Brother McKinley Adedapo.
It's been quite real, man. This one was very full. It was my last week before I had to go back to work.
Freedom.
So yeah, it was my last week. The way I described it, I think, was it was my final 24 hours of my previous life. My previous life, I would wake up pretty much whenever the hell I wanted. I never had to be up before noon unless it was something super serious going on. I could, hang out all night, get up, have some coffee, eat, get to work about 3:00.
Damn.
Make sure everybody was in place, everybody had their information, and I was pretty good at it, so I knew that was already the thing. Then I dip, go eat, go have a cocktail, go chill with the homies, come back around 30 minutes before doors, make sure everything's good.
That's the life.
Start the show.
I want to hate so bad right
That's
now.
the life, bro.
Go to the crib, chill, hang out with the homies, have a cocktail.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Come back, pay everybody, kick everybody out, lock the doors, go back, hang with the homies, have a cocktail. I love that.
Shit, man.
I love that. No, it was, I ain't gonna lie, man. After you do something like that for 6 years where your job is to entertain people and to be entertained, this concept of going into 9 to 5 life was racking my brain yesterday, man. But yeah, man, week was good, man. I got approved for a condo.
Clap it up, man. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Just sent that email that I'm passing on that one. I found one after that I liked way more, and then somebody else already got that one. And I'm just not gonna settle. So, but yeah, man, I've just been busy, bro. The boating business has been rocking. Again, this was my last week for the most part, unless there's a special occasion. So, went out on the water yesterday, had a great time. Shout out to Ryan from Civilized Empire. Captain Mike, man, he's one of the coldest cats on the dock. Everybody knows him. Interesting experience though, right? So we docked on Burnham Harbor this time, which is right over there by McCormick Place, right?
Got it.
We normally on 31st Street, right?
Okay.
So I just so happened to have the shirt on that I had at the show with Coast that says everything you love in America is because of Black people, right?
No lies told.
Now, for non-boating people, right? People who are not really
that would be me.
Yeah, and the culture of
I can swim,
raise your hand though.
No.
Chicago. Raise your hand.
No.
Burnham Beach is like the real old, like white,
the old money folks.
Yeah,
okay.
Like the very wealthy, but also just been in boating their whole lives, right?
How dare you?
So it's a lot of people. Like they have boats.
It's like Woodridge.
They don't even take the boats out. They go to the boat to read.
Got it.
Right? Now, 31st Street Beach is definitely historically known more as like the 30-something, 40-something kind of the party boating scene. A lot more Black folk, right? So I'm coming down the dock on 22nd at Burnham Beach dock harbor. Don't realize I got this shirt on. I didn't remember. I'm not paying attention. But when I tell you, as I'm walking to my Uber, these white folks is walking like, who is this? And
who up on that horse, boss?
They also
who that nigga up on that horse, boss?
Because to them, I look white.
Yeah.
So they are really, one white boy goes, yeah, so you got a boat out here? And I was like,
bitch, mind your business.
No, man. I said, actually, man, our dock is over on 31st. We just docked here real quick to drop some folks off or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, I thought about taking my I thought about docking over there. He's like, just seems a lot safer over here. I was like,
AKA no Negroes.
I was right. So I was like, well, I think I said, nobody over there has many problems. Like we've been there for 2 years, man. Like everybody's it's a real good community over there. I was like, but I understand you got kids, you know what I mean? I was like, the people that are next to our dock, they got kids too. But like they swam in the joint. Like it's actually a pretty cool little joint. He's just like, oh, okay. And then he sees my shirt. I don't think he had seen my shirt yet. He sees my shirt and he's just like, oh. Like he was disgusted that he even spoke to me, bro. Like he felt like he had shamed his race, man. But no, anyway, man. Then I just gotta say, is we saw this cold band named Park and Ride. If you haven't been to Pier 31, this is the first time I saw this band. Phenomenal group called Park and Ride. It's a bass player. Bass player was sick. The vocalist, I forget her name, Jamila, I think, or something like that. All I know is her voice is pure. When you hear that, when you hear Anita Baker, when you hear these like classic soul singers that have that texture and that silky smooth voice, she murdered it, man. Like the Sade, she murdered it, man. It was phenomenal. You got to check them out. I think they're there every now and then on, what was yesterday? Sunday?
Yeah.
So it'd be Sundays, but check them out. Park and Ride. They are phenomenal, man.
That's how you know you've been living, though. He said, what was yesterday?
Did they pay you for that?
He said, what was yesterday?
What? No. Okay. I was really.
Okay, cool.
I was really impressed.
I fuck with you too then, Parker.
I'm rarely impressed by cover bands because they kind of just play off the fact that everybody knows these songs and you drinking. She was exquisitely talented with her vocal control, her range. They were playing off the crowd. It was great. It was phenomenal.
All right, sound like a vibe. I need to check them out.
Sound dope.
What about you, brother? How was the week?
It was a week. It was a different week. You know what I'm saying? I stepped back into a world I haven't been in a while of doing security for individuals. And it was really unexpected, but the paper was right. So it was the right decision. You know what I'm saying? So it was the right decision, man. I connect with Aries Spears, man. And yeah, man, it's pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool.
Shout out to every friend of the show.
Him, his touring buddy Andy Seinberg. You know, they got their own pod. You know, they said they're coming on our pod to let y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? So it's called Spears and Seinberg. And Aries homie Ivan, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't know who was the star at first, man.
Oh wow!
But Ivan was showing out. He was cool as hell, man. But he was showing out though, man.
He just his homie.
He just his homie. Just ride with him. He's you got the one guy that roll with you everywhere, but Ivan can actually put his hands on somebody in a trained way. So that's the right kind of homie to have with you.
Got you. He got like you know what I'm saying security.
There you
go.
go.
As long as he get all the VIP and access to groupies, he doing free
he
security.
Ride or die for like, man. I think Aries mom took him in, you know, as shorty. So they roll with, you know what I'm saying? So they really like brothers and shit, man. But I did it for 4 days, dog. I had to be up at about 4 p.m. I didn't get finished till about 2-ish a.m. every day. All right. And that was a long day, man. But you know, you get to see how I haven't seen groupies act out in a long time.
Comedians?
But he been doing it for 30 years. Comedian, he a comic OG.
That's true.
That's true.
Comic OG, man.
Yeah, for sure.
To tell you in a minute, I've been doing this 31 years, dog. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, remember some of his voice impersonations were the Denzel, the Jay-Z, you know, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, all that. But the funny part is about doing security, man, is the men always have to size you up. They always want to size you the fuck up.
Like I'll take his big ass if it comes down to it.
Wow. There. And I said
that's too. That's up there. I'm putting that right up, right up there at the very top, buddy. You'll do what now? Wow.
First of all, have some class.
Now it's have class.
And grow up.
I'm texting Q right now.
The funny part is though, man, when the dudes size you up, they unknowingly if they're with somebody, they unknowingly focus their girl's attention. They're with the lady on you as well. So when you size me up to try to fight me, the girl sizes me up to try to fuck me. That's a big difference.
Interesting point, though.
Yeah, I like that.
Because the minute that he feels threatened, that makes you seem more attractive.
Dog, it's so crazy because you know he cracks some jokes on me doing the show.
That's a real woman thing.
I like that.
We're gonna have to ask women that one. That question is going on the next show. Do women get attracted and turned on by the man that is challenging their current man? That's a real thing.
Because we see them with their brow frown like this. The girl biting their lip. I'm looking like this don't even go together, man.
Funny. That's a meme. That's an excellent meme.
It was just wild, man. But the week ended. I am absolutely tired. All right. I can see why Kente made the mistake of saying what was yesterday, Sunday, because I didn't know either.
On the real.
You know, I'm just glad that it's over. And I look forward to seeing the brother again. That's it.
Yeah, well, my vacation is over. And
did you enjoy it?
I did, man. I went down to undisclosed location at, you know, probably somewhere that you
places you go, they can't go, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, you know, went out there, man, hung out, saw a bunch of my family, kicked it like crazy, ran to my 35-year homie. I texted him. I said, look, man, I'm finna catch this flight. He said, whatever you need, I got it. It's yours. Gave me the car, took it back.
He gave you the car. What you say? Took it back.
Saw you pushed the whip. It was over with.
Yeah, you know, stay at the crib, man. Nice little condo, and just you know, just took it in the city. Just took it in the city.
So I've driven through Memphis, dog. I've never like kicked it in Memphis. My sister's been down there. So give me like a breakdown of Beale Street. Like, what's Beale Street really
Beale
like?
Street is New Orleans. That the strip in New Orleans.
It's the lifeline, the blood, lifeline.
Wait, what do you mean? It's New Orleans.
It's
Memphis is in Tennessee.
Listen to what I'm saying. Have you ever been to New Orleans when you go to
you mean Bourbon Street?
Bourbon Street, whatever.
Yeah, but you said the whole city, fam. It didn't make
and
no
you
sense.
said Beale Street, and I'm telling you, Beale Street is like Bourbon Street.
But you didn't say Bourbon Street. You said it's like it's New Orleans. You didn't say like. You said it's New Orleans.
Rewind the tape.
Yeah, all right, whatever. All right. But I got you. It's like Bourbon Street.
No, exactly like that. So a bunch of bars. You can get whatever live music. You can get your country. You can get your R&B.
You got R&B on Beale Street?
Yeah.
Wow.
Live music, man. I actually ran into a guy.
Did you book us a show or no?
Well, check this out. Ran into a guy.
You stupid dog.
That I've been following on YouTube. He remixes a lot of your R&B songs, right?
Okay.
But it's on twist on it. So he was killing the R&B at just one spot with a live band. I'm like, dog, it's gonna mess your head up, man. But I know who you are. This and the third. Now the funny part is he was out here still selling the CD after his show. Like, bro, I was gonna buy a CD,
CDs?
but I don't. Yeah, it was weird. I got his number.
Somebody handed me a flyer the other day for a show, which I
but I mean, you know, I just
MP3.
MP3.
Where are you gonna put the CD?
Exactly. Where you put the CD
players? Believe
No,
it or
they
not.
don't, bro.
So you mean to tell me that if these old heads still buy record players for their vinyl,
that's different.
people that love CDs,
It's very different. It is. It's different. Two reasons. One, sound quality on vinyl is better, which is why vinyl lasts.
Nobody's
so long.
disputing sound quality, bro.
Right, but that's why people still buy vinyl because there's certain music you want to get the good quality. CD quality is not any better than streaming quality.
What you saying, McKenna? I'm not neglecting anything you saying or thinking or finna say. I'm just saying some people love their CDs.
I don't think that's
still,
you know what?
There's a CD. I do have it, but I don't use it, and I don't know people. People don't sell them. Can you? You can't resell used CDs.
Perfect example. You couldn't.
I'm no longer on the podcast. I want you to
listen to his music until last week. So how else are you going to listen to it besides YouTube?
Very different.
Her CDs.
Oh, I see what
you see what I'm saying.
So there's certain things that may not be shown. Okay, okay. Well, that we would put that in the antique or classic kind of vibe. I feel that. I could do that.
I hate y'all.
But not like the regular stuff. Like anybody vinyl, Drake.
Y'all had CD shaming people and shit. Music shaming people.
Do me a favor, bro. Text most of your address. I was trying to figure out.
Well, you know, I was actually telling my week story, and you guys started. Yeah. So I mean, it's fine. I didn't do anything.
Sorry. No, you did. You went to Beale Street. What else?
I mean, just tell us
about the food.
The food was good, man. A lot of seafood. Some po' boys. A lot of barbecue was good.
Po' boys.
That's pretty much I ate. You know what I ate the whole time.
This is why we didn't ask you. You have shitty descriptions.
Hey
barbecue. Hey po' boy.
You know when I was trying,
nothing about the flavor. Nothing about like what kind of po' boy. What was the name of the spot?
No,
you know what I'm talking about? Like just I think. That's why we don't ask you.
Well, you know what? You just blew me. First of all,
I will say this. Whoa! Oh my god!
The pulse police in the building.
I will say this though. After seeing his show for 4 days and 2 shows a day, it takes a skill to maybe have some of the same jokes, maybe remix them a little bit and have the crowd. I saw all the jokes every time. I laughed still at most of the show. Yeah. It was still funny.
You know what about live comedy, I think, man? It's about the energy of the room.
Right.
Because I've seen comedians, like you said, when we did that True TV Laugh Tracks joint, right? When I was there, I saw the multiple performances, right? And I've seen comedians one night do the same exact set, pretty much the same energy and everything. And if the crowd ain't giving it to them back, it just falls dead.
He knew how to adjust though, which is different.
Yeah, you got to know how to pivot, man. You got to know how to read the audience, man. I'm taking my brother, one of his good friends. I plan to take his comedy class. I am not gonna leave this world without doing stand up.
Full already, though, dog.
No, I'm not. I just added boating. That's fine. When you want to charter, holler at your boy. I got you. But
genius boating, okay?
Basically, and I'm definitely gonna do stand. Now I don't want to get paid for stand up until they start realizing how funny I am. But I want to do that. That's one of my like. Oh, you still mad? We're not talking about you.
I mean, you know,
did you have more?
I mean, did you have more? It's important. It's actually important. And then you're the A mic today. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
I'm just saying, I want to do stand up before I go. That's one of the things.
All right, cool. Well, stand up and talk. Fuck.
Oh.
Man, you know, again, man.
With your dry ass.
I mean, it's hot in Memphis, bro. It's hot, and I just came with time. It's hot. It was hot as fuck. It was hot as fuck. Coyote. Okay, they got like a coyote, wild. What is the coyote?
Coyote wild.
Yeah, coyote wild, coyote ugly.
Did you like it?
No, it was cool. Drinks was trash.
Wait. That ain't why people go to Coyote.
No, well, yeah, you know, you had random women jumping up on the bar.
What's the craziest shit they did that you saw?
It be some trash sometimes.
No, it's all trash. It's all trash jumping up on the bar. What I realized is, and I've said this before, no woman thinks that she's unattractive. Every woman thinks that she has a body. I'm trying to tell you. It was a lot of milk duds up there trying to twerk. And you're walking past with a drink, you're shaking your ass. I don't know if you're throwing COVID all in my drink. I don't know what's going on. I got my mask on.
When you walked in the motherfucker,
I didn't know.
You didn't know what Coyote Ugly was?
No, bro.
Oh, no, that's unfortunate.
You know, but then I found out that was like some Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Okay, all right, well there it is.
I forgot what actor popped
in. But here's the funny part. When I walked in, one of the security guards was like, "Man, what's up, Chicago?" I looked like, "Fam, I don't know you."
But you had on shorts that said Chicago.
You probably had a Bulls jersey.
Not
right.
He lived in my tattoo, right?
Blackhawks wristband.
He lived in my tattoo. Right. He like, "Man, bro, I'm from 21st, no worse."
Wow.
I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up."
He was old.
Where's no worse? I don't know that street.
I don't know, 21st Pulaski.
Pulaski?
Yeah.
Are you confirming that or questioning?
That's what he said. He said 21st.
Because I'm from 21st, and 21st in Madison is the only 21st that matters.
Well, when somebody say 21st, no worse,
you assume it's West Side.
That's K-Town, I believe.
Okay.
I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah,
from
I believe so.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, that's my brother right there. We moved up here a couple of years ago. Ooh.
Word.
I'm like, all right, check it out.
Memphis, Chicago heavy though.
Yeah. Let us in for the free. Like, all right, cool.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know?
Yeah.
It was cool.
They didn't let the GDs in the door in Memphis.
Joe,
it's definitely all GDs out there too.
Absolutely. Every GD from my junior college team.
Oh,
moved down there.
shout out to my brother Mickey. Again, man. Heavy looking out. Shout out to my cousin, Brady, Jose, my auntie. What's up? Love y'all.
Your auntie's name is Jose?
No, man.
My fault up.
What is wrong with you?
I'm just asking, Mom.
Did you text my brother?
I did, man. If you don't leave me alone, man. If you don't leave me alone, man.
I'll be stuck here with you, clowns.
No, I was going to volunteer, you know, but I'm actually
bossy hit the light on him.
That's cool too.
Anyway, man, let's get right into it, man. I got to give this is actually for Bossy. Kobe, happy birthday, Kobe. All right. I saw that Channel 7 did a whole little special on him last week. I didn't like it. It didn't really keep my attention.
I didn't watch it.
They did that a long time ago, right? That was a re-airing?
No, that was brand new. That was brand new.
He only died like a year ago.
No, not last, but they did it. There was a Kobe something like a minute ago, like that they did on ABC and ESPN.
Everybody probably did something.
Yeah,
to fake care about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Fake care about now that he's
You
gone.
don't think people were serious about Kobe?
Some people were, some people were not.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know you care.
I mean, some people aren't. Well, if you talking about the news channels, some people have businesses to run to get ratings and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they can give a fuck, but as long as you watch their channel, they cool. Yeah, man. You know what? I have this thing. What I do most of the time is when someone passes, I don't forget about them, but I file it away, man. You know, because you think about the negative things a lot. You start thinking about your mortality. They can bring your energy down. They can get you sad, man. You know, much as I love Kobe, the 8 jersey, the 24 jersey, the air balls, all the money I won from bets, all the money I lost from bets on young Kobe, you know, we had a ride together. And I didn't even know the man. We had a ride together, you know, but look here. Hopefully his wife and daughters are celebrating and not crying on this day, missing their father and husband. But it's just, he was always.
Wait, did he have more than 2? He only had the 2, right?
Three or 4 girls, I think.
He got all girls, all 4.
Yeah.
Oh, he does have 4.
One with him though. So
right. That's what I was saying. I didn't realize.
And people always was mad at me. I was such a fan of Kobe. Still am. I can't say he was because but he's not playing anymore. Not because he's passed, but I always said Kobe was my favorite shooting guard of all time. Oh no, Michael Jordan. I said I didn't say he was the best. I said he was my favorite. Right. People have to listen. You know what I'm saying? Right. And look here, man. Happy birthday to me. That's it.
That's what's up, man.
Them shoes, them Adidas was ugly as hell, though.
The worst. Probably one of the worst shoes ever made.
And I had them.
And they out of that.
Next to that Grant Hill Fila, that shit was terrible.
That came back fast.
Honestly, though, the first Grant Hill Fila was not that bad. It was the one when they did that thing.
The little triangle shit.
Yeah, I like that.
The first one, I think I actually had a pair of the first one.
Yeah,
the first one was decent. That little triangle thing was definitely
make it look good.
But you know what also was, sorry, not to move away from the Kobe subject entirely, but the Sean Kemp's with that zigzag thing.
We had that in Lane for our shoe.
Yeah, that was shoes. You bought those? I wouldn't have bought those, but they was dope for our uniforms.
It was whack.
It was dope for our uniforms.
It was free.
Anyway, no, Kobe, I mean, honestly, man, I think at the end of the day, man, it's like the Nipsey Hussle thing, right? It's like, you may or may not remember this, man, but Tamika Jackson, Danny Jackson, right? Mm-hmm. Years ago, before anybody knew who Nipsey Hussle she was working his PR. I forget who she was working with. She was working with Sony or somebody like that. And he was the person she got assigned. And she went out to LA and she met him and she started trying to find places. And she called me. I was like, yo, you got to hear this Nipsey Hussle kid. Now, when I heard him, it just sounded too Snoop Doggish for me at the time. This was way back, right? So I'm like, I don't know how this is going to play in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows who this dude is.
Wow.
I just don't. I mean, my job is to kind of vet.
Y'all hear that, Chris? Y'all hear that?
Yeah, no, real talk. She'll verify it. But like, so it was like, and it wasn't so much that I didn't want to do it. It was just I couldn't figure out how to make it work. Right? Nobody knew who he was in Chicago, as far as I knew. Who knew he was going to go to become the Nipsey Hussle that's celebrated around the world? And I feel the same way about Kobe. I feel like when Kobe first came out, as Scoop said, they have to kind of hype these things up. High school kid coming out of Lower Merion, blah, 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 right? But he was not really all that dope his first 3 or 4 years. It wasn't like the Kobe that we came to respect now. So I think that there's something to be said there that you will not always be at your greatest when you first hit the map.
Right.
And it's about the work ethic and what you put into your work. And I think that that's the legacy that he left. And that's the same thing with Nip, that the legacy that they left was you can become one of the greatest simply by working hard and simply by staying consistent at that work and pushing yourself to be the best you can be at all games. And I think, to me, outside of basketball, that's what Kobe means in the general culture of things is I'm going to go harder and harder and harder and harder, pause. Or not pause. Hi, ladies. Anyway,
The thirst.
But yeah, no, I'm just saying, I think that was a very, that's the legacy I get from Kobe. That's what I appreciate from Kobe, man.
What about you, bro?
Just happy birthday to him, man. At the end of the day, we grew up with him. We were the same age, right?
He
So,
was a girl dad. You don't see a connection in that?
No, it's cool.
Well, you got all the Kobe's then, bro. If you grew up with him.
No. It's just that shoe was trash. She was trash.
Wow.
The shoe was trash, man.
Wait, what do
The
you
latest
go back to
editions?
your original point about you grew up with him? What does that even mean?
Meaning,
You grew up watching him.
yeah, 18, 19 years old, we same age.
Wow.
Came out 96. I came out 96. You know,
The Kobe's were not trash, just so you know, after a certain point.
no, man, it's still hard to believe that he passed in that manner. He's gone. Even more so, he lost his daughter in that crash. I mean, just watching it, bro, like he was in the era of probably the best draft class in NBA history.
I think it
What
was.
was it? Him, Garnett, Tim Duncan,
Nash, Ray Allen,
Ray Allen, Steve Nash.
Abdul
I
Rahim,
believe Iverson was in that.
Marcus Camby.
No, Ivo wasn't that same class, was he?
Ivo might have been 96, bro.
Nah, I don't know. Ivo was
It wasn't?
definitely before 90. Maybe. I can't remember. I can't
Let's
remember.
Google it.
100%.
I could be wrong, but again, that draft class was one
No,
of the
because
best.
Iverson already got inducted into the
Who
Hall
was
of
the
Fame, didn't he?
best?
Yeah, he did.
He there.
Yeah.
He there.
Yeah. So Kobe just got inducted this year, so they would have been.
Oh, okay.
They would have
Talk to
been.
me. Talk to me.
Yeah, read them out.
Yeah. Allen Iverson, number
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Really?
Marcus
Exactly.
Camby, 2. Abdul Rahim,
Marcus
3.
Camby, forgot about that.
Marbury, 4. Ray Allen,
Marbury.
5. Antoine Walker, 6. Lorenzen Wright,
Chi-Town.
rest in peace, my man.
Memphis,
Number
yep.
7.
Man, that's
Kerry
crazy.
Kittles, number 8. Samaki, Dampier, Fuller,
Kerry was
Vitali. Kobe, 13.
Yep.
Stojakovic, 14. Nash, 15.
was a monster.
Yeah, Jermaine O'Neal, 17.
Yeah.
Bro,
Wow.
Yeah.
hey, hold on. Derek Fisher was in this draft too.
Oh, wow.
Come on, man.
Wow.
And Derek
I didn't know
Fisher,
and
Derek
Kobe
Fisher was
were
like
drafted the
35
same
when he came in
year.
the league because he
That's what I'm
spent.
saying. Derek looked like he was Kobe daddy.
Yeah,
the
he
whole
spent
time.
15 years at
I know you
Arkansas.
fucked your girlfriend.
That's
Around there.
well,
You'll definitely shoot a shot.
Any Laker will. Lakers, they on that swinging thing if you go to LA.
You know, it's funny when you said you don't always
That's
enter the
an
league
interesting class.
into the league at your best.
We don't see classes like that no
You
more,
don't.
bro. Like
You
real
don't.
talk, that says something about college basketball because
It don't say
that
shit
is
about
a
it.
class. Yes, it does because all of them at some point
One
were
and
the leaders
done.
at
One and done
18.
with number 1.
Yeah, but then after number 5, nobody cares. Like
Kobe never went to high-
nobody's.
Kobe never went to high school. I mean college. I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Though, at the end of the day, like when you look at the draft now, after the 5th pick, who cares where the rest of these guys go? They ain't gonna play. They ain't gonna do nothing like that until later. This shows something about college
Fuck
basketball.
everybody in this draft except for Ray Allen and Kobe Bryant.
Ray Allen's the truth, man. I give Ray Allen the maximum credit because he was his own agent. He spent 14, 15 years in the NBA.
Yeah.
That boy did never split that 15%.
Nobody.
Put that shit right in his own pocket, boy. Salute to you, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, when I was getting into my Kobe shit, these guys ran down.
Man, you gotta stop with this sad ass thing. You won't let me play with the basketball fucking shit, bro. Like, man up, bro. This motherfucker,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
I'm just gonna listen.
You know what? You're
Man,
right.
well, these guys,
Man the fuck up. Finish that shit.
Man, the fuck up. Yeah, you're right. I'm just talking shit. Fuck with y'all. But no, in all seriousness, seeing him, be trash the first couple of years, really, and then become the man playing behind Eddie Jones. It took a while for him to really get where he was at. And for me, I just honor work ethic. I love work.
It didn't
work
take
ethic.
that long, bro. It took maybe like 4 years.
No,
I said 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
And he
3-4
was a
years.
kid. He was a high school kid.
And he had a bunch of heart. You know what I mean? He was the first dude to take a R&B star to his prom. Like, how do you do that?
Facts. Give him
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
I was
Randy.
jealous though. That's my girl. Brandy's
Yeah.
my girl.
He had a trash
I
rap
never
album.
thought
but-
Randy was that cute to be
Get
honest.
Brandy's my girl. Get it?
Nah, that was trash.
Wow, no, I see what
Bars.
you're doing with that.
Ah, you a hater, Joe.
I'm all
You
hate today.
absolutely right
I'm
about that.
all hate today. Let me be very clear. All right? There's no doubt about it. I'm on all hate. So happy birthday, Kobe.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The Corner Combo loves you, brother. Now, since we in this basketball world, there are a few names I'm gonna throw out at you that you tell me, do they ring a bell? Does it make sense to you? Right? Bernice Burgos, Anna Montana.
Yes.
Montana, excuse me. Bria Hicks.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna throw these names out at you. LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sharif Cooper.
Nope.
Yeah.
Jalen Green.
Yeah.
Okay. I gave the women's names first because I feel like they are preying on our young Black rich athletes. Anna Montana is 32 years old. She is now dealing with LaMelo Ball.
Is her name really Anna Montana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so corny.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you want me to do, bro? I didn't name her.
sound like Hannah Montana.
It
grandma.
does. It does. The point is,
She
LaMelo
not
is
built like
18.
Hannah Montana though.
He's 18,
I ain't seen
right?
that.
Dating a 32-year-old.
Right.
Get your money. I mean, go ahead and knock the milk
Anna's
off.
32.
Anna's 32.
LaMelo's 18.
18.
Do you actually
I
think that
didn't
these
realize LaMelo
men?
was only 18.
These are boys.
Yeah,
These are boys.
I did say
Hello.
man, but yeah. Go
Sharif
ahead, though.
Cooper, young boy. Bernice Burgos, 41. She with us.
Been out here throwing that thing around for the bag for a long
For a
time.
long time.
For a long
Wait,
time.
She got like a history of this?
Yes.
Yeah, she.
Who else?
I'm not gonna.
Not with the young guys, but the way this
She's
game
been.
is going
She's
now.
been dealt.
So that's
She-
like,
she's an industry so and so.
There you go.
No, I mean, like, also, man, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's an industry so and so, bro.
This one isn't so bad. Bria is only 4 years older than Jalen, but Jalen is 18.
And he just now getting to the league. He's the top prospect.
I'm glad you said that though. You see what I'm saying?
So I mean, I feel like they're preying and on these young boys, and no one's telling. None of the OGs
And
telling
this is
them.
on the tail end of what though? PJ Washington and who?
Right.
Brittany
Yeah.
Renner. You know what I'm saying? So now it's more of a spotlight on this thing kind of happening
Yeah.
because now I guess at some point, I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't give a fuck how it sounds. At some point, some men get too old to chase pussy or chase women. So they rather just pay for it. Then they become sugar daddies. And some women know this, you know what I'm saying? At some point, women that have been in the industry, they get tired of these same mobile players that know the game, know the routine. They have to go ahead and turn over.
Right. They
They
got
get
to
to
get
turn
a
over.
new crop.
The young guys, you know what I'm saying?
To stay
To
active.
me, that's
Right.
predatory, bro.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
agree
saying?
with
These
that.
guys don't know.
It's predatory
But
lending.
if we look,
Stop lending your puss.
we have to change society's eyes, though, because nobody looks at it and says, ew. Let that have been, let LaMelo would have been 41 and, Shorty would have been 19.
Yep.
Then it's a problem.
Here's what I think is really interesting about it, right? When we talk about this concept that women create certain expectations, not all women, obviously none of this is like specific to every woman. It's general conversation, right?
Right.
But we do know that there's a trend in the space where women are saying, if I want the man that's just gonna do for me because he wants to do for me. So if he wants to take me to the different vacations and steakhouses and all like that, that's the man I want, right? Now, questioning their motives is like being anti-feminist. If you say, well, it sounds like you just want to be taken care of.
Call me
right?
that shit, then call it.
Sounds like that right now. You flip the script here, right? So what I would say to all these same brothers is it should be an automatic prenup. Because if you really want to rock with me, the prenup shouldn't be a problem. Right. If I'm making $16, $17 million a year and I'm in the league and I ask you to sign a prenup, that shouldn't be a problem because I just want to make sure that you're really in it for me. But now if you do that as a man, you somehow caught up in this game where it's like, oh, you just care about the money. You don't care about me. I think that's that double standard, which is flipped. This is, to me, this is the first version of a double standard that works in the woman's favor, where it's totally fine.
Double standards do work in women's favor.
No, other way around. Double standards almost always work in the man's favor, dog.
Really?
Women are prostitutes or whores or whatever if they sleep with multiple men. Men are never called
whores.
if they sleep with multiple
judicial
women.
system works in women's favor. That double standard.
Well, okay, that's
or if a woman says, I'm going to the men's bathroom, it's okay. If we go into the women's bathroom, that's a double standard, bro.
When you say woman, you mean transgender. That's a
no.
I'm talking about
also, at a Cubs game, because it happens a lot.
It's not okay. It just happens. Like that's not. Nobody said
but
that.
Nobody
said go ahead and do that.
Nobody ews when a woman comes out the men's bathroom because the ladies' line is long. But come out of the woman's bathroom.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I guess I won't argue which one gets more double standard. I'm just saying this one to me. This one to me is particularly interesting because when women are saying that they want to be fully taken care of by any man, and let's say it's not an NBA player. regular average day Joe guy who goes to work, does his thing, brings home the money, gives it to her.
Kind of women don't choose,
and then she gets
guys.
tired. No, I'm not talking about these specific women. I'm just saying this conversation in general, that if a woman decided that she wants to be taken care of like that, you can't speak out against it and say, you know, you kind of sound like you just want to be taken care of. You basically want somebody to take care of your life, right? But if he says in reverse, hey, babe, you know, listen, I'm doing pretty well and all like that. I know you love me. I'm glad we're there, but you know, let's sign this prenup. Automatically, the conversation gets flipped.
Nobody's arguing with that, dog.
But so I'm putting that on the table. I think that the conversation as it exists now is these young brothers, as you said, and I think it wasn't Scoop. It was somebody else who spoke to this. These young brothers are just now turning 19, 20, 21.
Still babies.
They don't have that much experience in the world of relationships and all like that. Their first breakup probably just happened. You know what I'm talking about? So they either that or they're in a space where they got people around them that's telling them and protecting them. Like, yeah,
but that's what I don't think is happening, right? Because well, in this particular case, some of these women, right, this is what they do. And I'm saying some of the OGs in the league should be like, man, bro, like,
no, they are. Chris Paul is one of them.
We did everything with Shorty. Like, you don't really need to be in public with that, bro.
No, they'll tell them. They definitely do that. They definitely do that, but that's not the point.
I don't see
that's my point. The point is, should these women suffer consequences, or
it's a sucker born every minute? I mean, if she gonna keep coming up, I get it. Keep coming up.
Right word though.
So it's still back on shorties. If you're a sucker, but I'm missing your point. Then
it's back on dude.
Is it right? Exactly.
No, it's not.
Is it that they predatory on him,
how you look at it,
and that they responsible for her preying on them, or is it that he's supposed to be smart as hell and seek advice and wisdom?
No. I think it's the job of the older guys in the league.
Why is it their job though?
Because that's what you do when you're in the league.
These people have fathers or brothers or uncles.
Maybe they don't. Some of them definitely don't. Some of them have grandmas only.
And if you're talking about
believe that she a sweet girl because she brought rice pudding to the motherfucking Thanksgiving table.
Rice pudding.
She ain't did shit else. Grandma don't understand these women out here different.
I'll say it like this, man. Until we start the word normalized has been used so much the last year and even this year.
It's triggered.
Right. Oh my God. And until we normalize, even in the playing field when it comes to shit like that predatory behavior, we're always gonna have this, and a blind eye will get turned to one, and more attention to folks will be given to the other. And I hope, and I want people to get smarter. I mean, hold on. Do they not have IG models or industry hoes these motherfucking dudes age?
They do.
I know they do.
They do.
But you got to understand, I think you made a good point earlier. These are seasoned veterans of how to do this. They have been through, you know, they rub the guys' balls differently, huh? No. I ain't talking about that particular part.
That's gonna happen though.
They understand the psychology of it. Imagine to me, listen, there's a book out, right? I forgot the name of it and I forgot who the author is.
The Art of War.
But there was a young lady that I was, involved with.
Violently.
There was a young lady I was involved with.
My bad.
And she showed me this book. She was like, this is the book I'm reading. And the book was basically a template of, it says something like how to get what you want and without
think like a man, act like a woman.
No.
No, okay, my bad.
It was written by a lady, but the basic point. So just to show interest in the woman and what she was saying, I already knew by the title I wasn't gonna rock with it because it's basically the premise was how to get everything you want. How damn boy, you was right down the street. But the premise of it was like how to get vacations and get people to spend all this money on you and not have to do anything. Something like that, right?
How to finesse a sucker.
Now I already knew I didn't see any value in the book, but I said, let me read it.
Would she give you a hint?
Right, exactly. I said, let me read this book so I can see what kind of strategies and philosophies you're absorbing here, right?
Right.
I read through the book, wasn't a hard read, about this goddamn big, right? So that was almost a pause. Yeah, almost. You tried.
Bonus 2 against 1 right here,
dog. The interesting thing is, after I read it, man, the conversation I had with her was this. I was like, so how did you receive the information in the book? She was just like, I mean, she making it clear like that,
that
a
bullshit.
person. I said, can I ask you a question? I said, did you see any text in that book where she talked about the times where it didn't work out like that, where the dude did not buy the tickets, or where she got involved and started to like the dude, and then he cut her ass off because he realized she was on a finesse. Did you see any information in that book like that? And she was like, no. And I was like, do you believe that it's more likely that happened and she didn't tell you? She just told you all the finesse Instagram version parts, how she got the private jet flown out to Italy for the Louis Vuitton and all that shit. And she's sitting there with the stuck look.
Right.
And so my point is that there is a archetype of or a model being created for women to follow in that regard. And what's missing is this other part of the conversation, this other part where you got shitted on, you done invested your whole life. You like this dude who's super rich, decide everything about your life because you look good, feel good, and your Instagram popping. And then he decided to move the fuck on because he don't need you, because you don't add value.
Right.
And now he got the next move. And now what's up? Right. And so, like, to your point, that's when they recycle. Okay, I need to find another one. So I'm just saying in general, on both sides, I think that it can be toxic for women to practice that kind of behavior.
I'm gonna tell you
Cardi
like
B
this.
and Meg Thee Stallion look good on video saying this shit, but you don't know what they really going through in their lives.
You're going too far now, bro.
Yeah,
leave Meg alone. Leave Meg alone, bro.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Wait, what
leave Meg alone.
Yeah, I'll come back.
No. And we can leave here after this. What I'm saying is this.
About Meg now.
If my 18, 19, 20-year-old son is being courted by
my man,
a 32, 35, 41-year-old woman, I'm letting him know, fam, you
what if he say fuck
that.
you?
He can, but I've done my job though.
Okay,
You
I've done my job.
expected a high five from your friends?
No.
If you got the 32?
No, he gets the high five initially. Let me be
You
clear.
gonna give him the high five and then tell him to stop?
Yes.
You are the most.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
You have to keep it real. Like, shout out to you. Like, okay.
But you just said she was preying on him.
She
She's
is.
predatory. So
She
how you gonna
is.
give him a high five?
Good job, son.
Good job for being preyed on?
But guess what? No. Guess what? You did it. You've done it. You've conquered. Move the fuck on. Don't fall in love. Don't give her.
Give him a high five.
Because that's a good fucking job. That's what I'm saying.
So confused,
Look,
man.
bro,
I'm not saying he conquered something. You saying he got preyed on. You know what I'm saying?
Have you?
Right. What you saying is you got deep trauma. You got deep trauma around
So,
like you should hook up the fourth mic and get Mosey on the show.
You've never been.
Mosey's on the show today.
You've never been 18 and smashed something 30 plus.
I'm a Christian man.
But we're talking specifically about women who prey on young, wealthy, or potentially talented men. We're not talking about just you ran up on some lady or some lady, threw it at you. We're talking about specifically predatory.
Throwing it at him is preying on him. I mean, she's preying on for his money though. For his money,
that's not true. Right. We're talking about ones that are doing it for purpose.
Two things real quick. This is the only praying my women do.
You funny.
It's in church, okay? And secondly,
you go to never mind.
Fuck no. How comfortable will y'all be in a world where we establish a norm of legal being legal? That once how comfortable will you be in a world where we establish a normalness of legal being legal? So once you cross 18, or you see what I'm saying, or 19,
that's an interesting
then
question.
all that shit, that 41-year-old motherfucker, whether it's a girl or boy that's 19 or 18, and whether it's a man or woman that's the older person, how comfortable will y'all be?
I still think it's two different conversations. We're not having the general conversation about age difference. I think that's what you're talking about.
No,
you're saying
that plays a part of it, though.
It does. But we're talking specifically about people who prey, women particularly, or men for that matter.
It wouldn't be a problem if the age wasn't, or that's two different conversations.
Right. We're definitely talking about the economics of this is very important.
Yeah, I was tying both into the actual
the
example.
Economics of this is very important. The idea that a 35-year-old woman who has a history of NBA, NFL,
they hate y'all
players,
they hate y'all.
She has a history of dating these guys, and then the new 18-year-old guy comes in, and she starts finding herself dating him. That's very different than you being the Kmart manager and you being the
She got rid of the old Dick and Green money. Now she got the young pipe and the blue money and the debit card. You know what I'm saying? That's what just happened.
I don't know what a red pipe is, but okay.
Let's move on. Last week, Matt, and this is my fault. I got to give a rest in power, rest in peace, rest in heaven to Tony Fernandez from Tony Sports.
Man,
he is the godfather of shoes and Chicago culture. Started Tony Sports back in the 80s, and it just blew up, man. He sparked the careers of, your Dave Jeffs, Chavelle's, your Diegos, And just shout out to him, man. He passed last week.
Yeah, man.
And
We definitely
it
need
was
to do a quick moment of silence for Tone.
no, for sure. Moment of silence, man. Rest up, King.
Yeah, Tony. It's interesting because like we were in conversation with Diego about being the guest, and that news dropped like late night, like 11 p.m., midnight type of thing. Dave Jeff was out of town because me and him he was supposed to come back to town that day, and we were chopping up about doing this event. And literally, I'm texting Dave like, yo, man, so what's up? We still gonna meet up? What time's your plane land? Da, 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 da. And I'm texting Diego like, yo, man, so we looking at doing this day for the podcast. We're gonna come as leaders. And it's just so interesting that like those two particular people I was in conversation with when I found out.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yo, like this dude started. I mean, I'm not saying this. I was never a part of the sneaker culture development in this city like that at all. I met all these guys separately and individually in different ways to come to find out who Tony was. I knew of Tony Sports as a store.
Yeah.
I didn't understand his cultural relevance or his
man,
influence.
he saved Vail life.
Yeah, that's what Vail said. That's what Dave said.
Like for real,
Diego said that too.
Shout out to Big Ten, man. Nah, man. Tony was just an all around
That's unfortunate,
good
man.
dude.
I don't really know him. I didn't know him, but I do know of the legacy and the impact he had, here. So
I mean, the only interaction I ever personally remember having with Tony, I'm sure we must have met at some point briefly, I'm sure something, but the only actual interaction I remember was Chicago All-Star Weekend 2020. They did the pop-up on 53rd in Hyde Park, and they had the Adidas store in that little joint. And the day that they opened it up, Dave had told me to make sure I pop by there to get my little Adidas situation, right? Because we were doing the event in Promontory later. And I was in there. They did the airbrush of the basketball.
Yeah, right? You got your proposal Easter, right?
Exactly. And Tony was there he was walking out as I was walking in. And I had never, I knew of Tony Sports. I didn't have a face to match with that. And so when he was walking out, and I was just like, oh, okay, what's up, bro? We had a quick little, what's up? How you doing? Good to meet you. Dave introduced us, blah, 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 blah. And he went on about his business. But yeah, man, we've had now, 2 or 3 people on this show that have
directly influenced.
Corey, you know what I'm saying? Like they have all made it very specifically clear that like he was a major important part of their career starting. And when you have that kind of impact, man, it means something, man. We're not gonna go into details about what happened and all like that. Like if you know the family, I'm sure you'll be in tune. But yeah, man, much love to you, brother. I'm sure there's a lot of people out here said you're gone.
Yeah, no doubt. Also, prayers up for Reverend Jesse Jackson and his wife.
Yeah, I know. There's something.
They both have COVID now.
Oh,
and
they're older,
struggling.
They never look healthy in a while.
I mean, it's prayers up and all like that. I assume they lost somebody.
I don't know. And much people make jokes about him, about him being there when King got shot and all the jokes they have about him. You never want to see anybody just fall off like that, but you never want to wish ill.
Man, Jesse's like that, not a young man.
He's not at all.
Like his health is, he's in the time of his life.
King of the kill.
What?
He said, yeah, he ain't young no more, y'all.
No, I'm just saying, like he's in the time of his life when his health is naturally deteriorating. So yeah, catching COVID definitely
that's all we saying.
But it's whatever the word.
That's all we saying, dog.
Expedites. I knew it was an EX.
That's all we saying.
Shout out to most in the building.
Expedites the process of his health deteriorating. But yeah, no, prayers up.
Now this is what I found interesting. Remember there's this guy named Deshaun. What is his name?
Don't
Watson.
do that. I remember a star player named Deshaun Watson. I remember him.
Okay.
This guy. Fuck about here.
This guy, right?
Black. I didn't get a chance to watch.
Black quarterback, right? We were talking about. I think you said he was doing something that's like a spades hand, and with all the women that he was doing something. It was funny. It's funny joke. Funny joke. So
I forgot, but it was funny.
The funny thing is, the NFL released its top 100.
What number was he?
He was number 18.
The boy can play.
Deshaun Watson was number 18 on what?
They're top.
What the fuck you mean?
They're top players. They're top players this year.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. Not all time. Calm down, bro. Calm down. So I found that interesting, and the reason why is because of his alleged allegations. The feds are now starting a case against him for trafficking, human trafficking.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody break this down to me because I'm just talking.
No breaking down to do.
So the fact that the NFL even still kept him in the top 100.
No. I want to let's get to this trafficking situation. What are they saying happened?
They're saying he's been trafficking chicks.
Where?
Bro,
how do you traffic adults, bro? That don't even make sense.
Texas to Mexico, he's over the border with it.
This is what it's saying. The feds are involved, and this is what they're trying to do.
Click a different link, bro. Click a different link, bro.
I'm just telling you what the case that they're trying to do.
I need sources, man.
Okay,
you got to name your sources.
I thought the feds were looking to him saying that these women were extorting money from him. The articles I read,
the ones I read, again, could be fake news.
And I'm not defending him,
right?
We just been accurate on the show,
right?
He could be right. I can be right.
The feds are opening a case for trafficking young girls.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know any of this. All of this is news to me.
OTAs, postseason,
right? Exactly.
NFL, he got time to go.
Well, no, I mean, I will say.
I mean, it's no different than. I mean, not to bring Vic up, but he wasn't actually dog fighting. Michael Vick. He wasn't dog fighting, but it was his.
But let's be clear, though. It's getting to that space, right? Like if there was a point at which if you took a rolled up paper and smacked your dog on the bottom when they peed on the floor, then that would not be, that would just be considered training, right? And we've now escalated to the point where that's abuse. So there is something to say that like human trafficking now being prevalently, looked at.
We're not shitting on human trafficking at all.
The line for what that really is could be shifted, right? So it's potentially possible that if he was involved in something where he wasn't running the whole, he's not paying people.
I hope not.
He's not selling women.
But you brought it up like that, though.
No, I'm just delivering what I read. I thought interesting.
Yeah,
the reason I thought it was interesting is because if the NFL does not have your back and they have kicked you out of the league and they have sustained you,
he not kicked. Oh, you're talking about Mike Vick.
If they've done all of this, then why are you listing him in your video monologue?
Why is he kicked out of the league?
He's not. Is he playing?
He's practicing every day.
Is he playing? Is he going to play?
There's no games.
The season hasn't started yet.
He can't start. He can't play until the investigation's over. But he's at practice every day in a jersey.
All right.
Sure. So he's not kicked out.
I was at practice every day and suspended like a motherfucker.
I'm not even starting with
that's real. I ain't bullshit. I ain't lying.
I don't care what happened to you in your career that zeros came from. I'm talking about a man who's making millions of dollars doing this right now.
Here's the thing, man, with Deshaun Watson. Yes, it's a lot of litigation going on. Yes, the NFL understands their product and they will always put themselves in a position. So if he beats this, he's still there. They didn't shoot himself in the foot with him.
F with an E? Like F, he beats this?
F he beats this. Well, you asshole. F he beats this, you know what I'm saying? Pause.
It sounded like
he'll be okay. He'll still be in a good position, man.
There you go.
The crazy part is, Houston's kind of stuck with him. Nobody's going to take a chance on a trade, even though he's very talented. That's why he's still around and listed in the 18. The video said the future is a mystery.
Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I saw the video.
I didn't see it.
The video said the future is a mystery. His talent isn't. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's interesting.
But you know what? It means if you're caught, I'm pulling the rug from up on your ass.
Stop my comment. Give me one second, bro.
My bad.
Yeah. No team's going to take a chance on him because with that comes all this investigation, this locker room, whatever, and then you really traded for nothing. You traded for a court case and not a player.
And I think to your point, the way the NFL typically operates, and remember, the owners are the people that hire the commissioner.
Yeah.
They are his boss, right? So to your point, if you have a player that is found guilty and becomes valueless, right? The owners are going to want to know that you're going to do something to protect them from losing all of that value in that asset.
Right.
So I would venture to say that if he gets found guilty or if something becomes completely to the point where they can't dodge it, right?
Right.
If you can't move that player and he's a franchise quarterback, I would venture to say that they're gonna actually find a way to get rid of him so that Houston doesn't have to take that kind of penalty. And to be fair, if he did all that shit and if he does get found guilty, they shouldn't have to be responsible for that. They didn't do that. They shouldn't have to be on the hook for $120 million for 5 years or whatever the hell the case may be, right? If that comes to be found to be true.
Right.
So I think for sure that the NFL will protect itself from him or his legacy or whatever the situation is.
From a major loss like that.
It still seems to me like there is no concrete. You know how I know this? Like you were talking about Michael Vick. That case escalated quick. There was a drop story. Oh, Mike Vick being investigated. Mm-hmm. It's about dogs.
He went to bed and he was in jail the next morning.
Here's the video of them excavating his house. The fact that this shit has been going on for 6 to 8 months, because it started last season, lets me know that there's really some struggle to find some concrete evidence here. Otherwise, it would have went bing, 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 because that's how you do that.
All right, well,
look at this big brain on McKinday.
But that's why I say too, though. Look how slow. I have to work making back in there. See what I'm saying? Look how slow this Tory Lanez making shit's going. You won't hear this shit about that no more.
Oh, something's going on with that?
No, exactly. Thank you.
I had no idea. What's
exactly.
going on? I mean, I don't pay attention to any of this.
That's an old story about him shooting her.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And you heard nothing.
But is it in court now?
It's allegedly.
Oh,
it's somewhere.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly.
So in Pittsburgh, we had Karen smack one of our brothers. I believe his name was Malik.
With dreads too.
With dreads.
Smacked a Nubian brother.
No, Karen smacked a black dude. And it was at a football game. A dude with dreads was standing in front of her. They were arguing. And in the middle of the argument, she just slapped the dog shit out of him. And then he beat the hell out of her and her husband and the other people.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Now, here's my question. Here's my question. Obviously, she's in the wrong, but who goes to jail in that situation?
Because of video?
Well, it's assault. You're an officer. You're like, let's go by the law. Let's go by the law. Right?
So by law, if a woman, I need to know this.
Himself, right?
If a woman hits me, right, or on that video, woman smacks me, especially a Karen.
Go back before that. Go right before that. He put his hand up and said something. She smacked his hand.
He said, get your hands on my face. Don't touch me.
That was his leave me alone. That was his, I don't want to participate.
Karen's talk like this.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm Karen. You do what I say. You know what I'm saying? He talk like that. So he put his hand up like that, and she smacked his hand away, then gave him, you know what I'm saying, give me my money smack. And he didn't have her money.
So again,
but he had them hands for him.
And her husband was late to get up because he didn't want that work either.
Yeah, and then he was late to get back up.
He was. So no, I just
Josh did get a good shot in though.
He got one. That's fine. He ate that. No problem.
He didn't.
But whoa!
Wow, man, you having a terrible day.
It's fine.
I mean, you're top 3 already. That was crazy. That's crazy.
So again, just for clarity for our listeners, right? If we're talking legally, if a Karen or if any woman
or
smacks,
Keisha,
smacks
or Marisol,
smacks a man, Marisol, Telemundo. If they smack a man and we hit her back, who goes to jail?
The aggressor,
criminally responsible.
The aggressor. The only time that differs is when, in that instance, not even so much that, but yeah,
he said domestic.
If a man and woman are fighting, if she starts it and he defends himself and kind of goes to overkill.
So if he just punches her once back, we good. But if I keep drilling you, now I'm a
then it's gonna be there will be some cross complaining and there will be mutual combatants.
So interesting. So then we get back to this double standard.
That's double standard, yes.
Back to this double
which
standard.
Which is what I said. The double standard is for women, bro.
But that when we say that, well, it's because the man is probably more powerful, more strong.
And I hate when they say that shit too.
His ability, right, to do that, like he can enforce more will on
inflict
her.
more damage.
But then on the flip side of the game, when we say that, it's sexist. Right, like it's such a tight line to walk. That's interesting. It's good to know. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
I had a job though, a nice apartment, African brother, nice condo. Had a beautiful woman with him. She realized she was being dumped. So when they got to the apartment, he called it off with her. She was fucking him up. My assessment of the situation, she was fucking him up. She tore things up in the apartment. That's criminal damage to shit that's not her. She didn't live there. She didn't reside here.
He don't got to hit her to win that case.
So no, he didn't have to hit her, touch her. But when she kept hitting him, he got tired and fought her back for like 10 or 15 seconds but the shit he did was like he caused
DDT,
damage. You know what I'm saying?
Tombstone as well.
Me being a fair guy,
he's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
me being fair as fuck. I said, hey, you going to jail, young lady, but let me call my supervisor. Supervisor got there. Guess what I had to take?
Both of them.
The brother. No, hell no.
The
I had to
brother?
take the brother.
Really?
Why?
Yep, I'm like, dude, because he caused considerably more damage to her.
What did he? Oh, just cause one punch? Did he punch?
I don't know what he did. He said, man, I got her up off me. The best way I could. The best way I could. He got a championship belt back.
Like all jokes aside, right? Like, I'm certainly not condoning. Like
we are not doing that.
No,
at all.
I want clarity because that's fucked up.
I've had a rule. I don't know where I got it from, but it's always just been in my head. And this happened twice in my life, in real life. If a woman gets so upset with me based on something I said or did or whatever the case may be, and she decides to slap me, right? I'm not going to say this on record, but I have had this happen where a person will slap me. And in my head, I'm saying, okay, you were really upset. No.
Okay.
You are really upset. I must have done something or something got confused here. Something got confused here. I'm going to let you have that one. I'm going to let you have that one.
As long as you got to that conclusion.
I'm going to let you have that one. All right? As long as that's it. Now, the minute you begin to approach me again in any form, shape, or fashion, I'm going to defend myself. Now, I'm still not going to punch you in the face. I can't bring it to myself to punch you in the face. I will definitely wrap you up and put you in a restraining hold so that you cannot continue. Yeah, I will not let you continue to abuse me. I'm not just going to stand there and get slapped up. Right. I'm going to just get control of you so that you can't do me no more damage.
What if you can't get control, then what?
Oh, no, I can't. I'm going to guarantee that much. Now, unless you got a weapon, I'm going to fold you up. I'm a wrestler. I know what I'm doing.
What if she is a supersized, like,
dog?
Number one, I ain't going to be in no position with no supersized, like nothing. Let's start there.
We got receipts on this show.
Yeah, check all of them. But I'm just saying, in general, my question still goes back to this concept of like, how do you identify when the threat is the female or the woman and not the male?
It's always difficult to do because you're not there. We are called first responders.
Right, you only have
the responding, bro. This is wild, but you said, when I asked you if you can't get control, I asked for a reason because the first night I was doing security for Aries, it was at Amazon now. And she was hell bent on talking about what
Amazon,
kind of pussy.
That means she's over 6 foot.
She was about 6 feet.
Something.
She was older. She had that veteran weight to her. You know what I'm saying?
She said
veteran weight to her. You know what I'm saying?
235. Wait, that I like that term better than plus size. Veteran
weight to her, man. And she was saying what she want to do to him and give him in a sexual way, right? So he was nice enough to say she could still get a hug in the picture. So when she got there, she was like,
no. This demonstration.
I'm a man.
I did not consent to this demonstration.
So she got strong, right? So
look at Damon finna take it.
I came to show you this tight as hell though. I moved her arm, right? I moved it and I moved her. Joe, she gave me some resistance. I'm like, this motherfucker's strong. It's strong. I had to actually use my man strength, like move. Yeah. And she was licking up. She was licking up, bro. It was like, all right, look here. I'm gonna talk to you real nice before this escalates. I'm gonna bring you back down.
Yeah.
You have to move you again, And she was like, who are you? You ain't finna do shit, but you're cute though. I'm looking like this motherfucker's off the Richter right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you're saying. So if you can't control, what do you do? With an Amazon like that, what do you do?
Yeah, exactly. I tell you what I do. Run. Feverish.
Oh my God.
You by yourself, Eric. I see you do your recruits with security.
Hey, let me tell you.
Hold on.
You don't get a ragdoll me.
It was two of them, dog. It was two Amazons? They was together. They was together, Joe. I walked the man to his car. And I get my car right. Guess who coming? A Benz truck. Skirt! Cut their car off. I'm looking like these mods are persistent. Let a guy would have been and done that though.
Hey, they was in drag. They was assassins. They was trying to kidnap dude.
Let me tell you how we took off though. So I backed my car so they can back up, right? They backed up and hit. Lexus. If they tell you Lexus goes 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds, they do. Cause he stomped that motherfucker, that gas, bro. It's skirt. He took off. I took off behind him. We had to leave them. We had to like race and leave them behind.
Wow.
That shit was crazy, man.
Well, That's funny as hell. I ain't got shit else for that. But while I'm laughing at some shit.
No. This question started off with the Karen situation.
Yes.
And I wanted to point something out, man. I mean this because y'all watch this podcast.
I don't think that was racist either, though. Just she's stupid.
No, it wasn't racist. Well,
keep your fucking hands.
I don't think.
No. Here's the thing about racism with white people is that we always
racism.
No. The thing about racism with white people is that we always have to consider the fact that the entitlement that they feel is a part of the racist ideology that they project. But anyway,
okay. And
to that same point, voting, right? I mentioned earlier, right, that like I got on this shirt or whatever, but before all of that happened, before I got off the Harbor at Burnham and all that, we went out just like everybody else.
You got at the wrong stop.
And no. This is
whites only pie.
This is it. It basically is. But this is before all that happened.
Right.
We're on the boat. We're out on the lake.
Okay.
Now it's a tough weather situation. So like at the end of the day, most people out there have two concerns: don't drown, don't fuck up your boat. Right.
It makes sense.
So when you're out there and you anchor your boat, if somebody comes out and they're not really following proper protocols, or they're not like, if you start to see somebody else's boat get close to your boat, you need to get concerned because that person is about to fuck up your boat. And if that person fuck up your boat, they can knock somebody off your boat and that person can drown. Right. And there's a lot of investment and a lot of shit that goes into this. And there's a lot of rookies out here that really don't know what the fuck they're doing. So
you're not a rookie?
We were out there. I'm not driving right now.
Okay. Well, I just want to keep you in a rookie class.
I'm talking about people driving.
So fucking rookie.
So
3 weeks in, this nigga think he get Captain Save him at this point. I don't know what's going on.
I'm about to chop you in your chest.
That's fine.
How many boats you been on this week?
Zero.
This year?
A lifetime?
2 years.
I got a boat.
Move around.
I got a boat.
Check it out. So point B.
Motorboat sometimes.
Point B. The boy said I motorboat. That's what they just do with the stomach. But no, real talk. It is. It's a serious safety issue too, because you like people have like this particular group. They had their children in the water,
right?
And so you can't always see when people are in the water, right? Because you're in tight, close proximity. So you're supposed to allow enough space for the wind to blow your boat, and it would pause. That sounds real weird, but for the wind to move your boat close enough to another water sport vehicle. At this point, I don't even want to say boat, but
floating vessel.
And still know that you have enough distance to be safe, right? So we were actually in a tight situation with a lot of wind, and it was not really working. But the way these white people were responding to us was like, what are you doing? Like they weren't yelling, but you can see it. You can see it on their face. You can see it in how they respond. They started like pointing to each other. Like, hey, look at what's going on. Because there's 5 boats of black people. Mm-hmm. And granted, hey, look, we was out there to shoot a specific piece of content, and the content definitely had women in it, and they were fine, and they were partying. And so there was also that element. Like they feel somewhat like their space is being invaded.
I thought it was a Wakanda, it was
because all these black folks out here partying and chilling, and they're just out there with the family, we're family boaters. Mm-hmm. My point in this is that we have the Karens, and then we have the Kens.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
And the Kens tend to be a little bit more in a space of power or some kind of level of money and some kind of feel that, they can do something about it. And so in the same regard, if it was her husband that slapped him and he whooped his ass, would there be a criminal case against the man that hit him first or the other one?
It would be nothing.
It would just be a wash.
It may be an attempt at it.
If it was a reverse, it would be assault. Black man assault.
Specifically, gender is the line between criminal assault and not.
It pushes the needle a certain way.
So interesting.
It does. It pushes the needle a certain way.
Hey, look, I gotta talk about this crate challenge. I got to. This shit has been sweeping the nation.
Whether they call this genius or stupid.
It's both. It's both.
Half these cats can't play Jenga, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to play, you see these pieces fall to the ground and make a loud noise and bounce everywhere. You want to play Jenga with your body?
I mean, the funny part is, when I first saw it, I'm like, I can do that shit.
No, why?
In my mind, that's why I went. I can do that shit.
Same dude said you're a musician. What do you mean? Why?
I do have a guitar too.
That makes sense.
People, I will be playing on the show, but when I first saw it,
play. Like, are you gonna go?
Yeah, all that, right? So when I saw this shit, I'm like, this shit can't be this hard because I'm seeing multiple people fall and bust their shit, right? And I'm like, nah, bro, this is balance. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I kept seeing people fall. So then I was like, man, when is someone going to do it? I saw Chicken Heels do it, right?
Okay. I didn't see that. Yeah, how do you do it in heels? It gets
great. Bruh, she was cold with it.
They not real.
What you think? Because your center of gravity may help. That's why I'm asking. There ain't no freaky shit.
You got to send me that video. We got to put that on the actual show because I don't believe that's the thing.
No, it's a real thing. Then I saw my man rolling the blunt.
I saw that. You know what I'm saying?
And there was another dude just real simple. Boom, 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 right on down.
I saw the person that the old girl that ran down the end, so it still failed, but she made it to the ground.
Would you do it?
No, I'm not doing
that. Would you do
shit.
it?
Yeah.
I would not.
Swear to God, you do it.
Absolutely.
We set it up. We set it up. Now, first of all, where is everybody getting these crates from?
The back of public schools.
Okay, all right.
He said the back of public schools. Or Walmart.
I want to be clear. I'm going to die laughing when you fall the fuck off. I'm not going to console you. I'm not calling the ambulance.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that after you race Dion. And we're gonna do that after.
That's easy work.
And we're gonna do that after me and you go to the basketball court and have a shootout.
Again, easy work.
Okay, so then you set up the crate challenge because none of that shit has happened since week 42 since it's been talked about. Say it, yeah, word. Okay, done.
So you don't want to do it
again? Well, let's do these other two commitments.
That's not even fun. Like the people are gonna love you falling off these crates.
The people don't love me smoking your ass on this basketball court,
bro. If you do the crates. We'll record this.
Just so y'all know, he don't want this in the public. Motherfucker sent us in a group text like 2 days ago a picture of him with a purchased basket. This motherfucker purchased the ball 20 weeks after the challenge. It was like, now I'm ready. It still ain't set up today. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
So who came up with the crate challenge?
I don't know, man.
That's a good question.
What kind of person they came up with the crate challenge?
I mean, COVID makes people bored, man.
Yeah.
I think they were definitely light skinned though.
That's some hate.
Absolutely.
No,
that's impossible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
He lives in left field. He gets close to left center and he gets uncomfortable. Like some kind of electric fence activates and he goes way back left again.
They went to
It wasn't light skin. No light skinned person doing that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
We bruise easy.
What dark skinned person has access to this many crates?
All of y'all.
All of y'all. Walmart or
All of y'all.
CPS, like you just said.
All of y'all. Okay. All of you unsuccessful dark skinned people, y'all know who you are.
You call me a darkie?
Yes. Yes. Let's move on, man. I don't know if we're gonna get to this challenge, but y'all heard it here first.
So I'm gonna do the crate challenge with one crate. I'm gonna throw that bitch and step
off,
the fuck down.
Yeah, you got no chance. You definitely got no chance.
I'm done.
I'm pretty nimble, man.
I might do it in uniform
it's not about
too.
nimble. It's about weight balance distribution.
Well, you are 130 pounds, so yeah,
exactly.
sure it's a lot
I
easier.
have the best access to weight balance distribution in that particular activity.
All right, fair enough. I'm not gonna argue with you. We're gonna record it.
Okay? I'm not gonna argue with you. We're gonna record it.
I just want to be present when both y'all do that shit. That's it.
You talking about both
with a cup full of Pinnacle.
That's true. We got to do it together. You go, I go. One step.
All right, fair enough.
It's never gonna happen. That's guaranteed. I ain't never got to do this shit.
Fair enough, man.
Both y'all got to do it though.
It's never gonna happen.
Okay,
bro, get the crates, bro. Get the crates, man. In Black Excellence, real quick. I was a little hesitant. Was this Black Excellence? Because I had a different take on this, but Beyoncé just became the first Black woman to wear the iconic Tiffany diamond. I don't really care about that. In all honesty, I don't even know why there's so much value put on this particular piece. But again, she's the first Black woman, the fourth woman to ever wear it.
Have you ever heard Me, Myself, and I?
Yeah.
Destiny's Child catered to you?
Okay.
No, okay, that's it. That's enough.
All right. Well, I mean, again, there's no shade, no hate. I just don't know why you can't take it home with you, wearing it, taking some pictures with it somewhere.
Yeah, that's one of them high society things.
It's that whole idea that like you took a picture with like the Mona Lisa art piece.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. None of that. Jewelry has never been my thing, man. I think it's a valuable waste.
Again, shout out to her, whatever. Next up, I thought this was dope. HBCUs have set a record Number
this
4.
nose hair jumping off your mustache has been.
Well, I always say shit though, man.
Like, y'all might not see it because y'all looking flat, but from this side, he got a hair that's jumping off his nose. Like
his mustache, trying to match his mustache, bro. That shit
literally, like every time, like he whistled too hard, it fluttered. It wear me out.
Says the man who can't grow one, but it's fine.
That bitch is
You know, I was.
It's like a whole curl to it, bro. Like it goes up, it comes down. Raleigh fingers ass. It's only one hair. Like that one hair is longer than all of the shit.
Did you say Raleigh fingers, bro?
Raleigh fingers, bro. It got curls up like twice.
You gotta see the curl in his mustache, bro.
That's roller coaster on this shit.
That's funny.
Horrible, man.
All right, man. Good shit.
I
But
saw
look,
it when we started too. I was excited. I started saying, man, you should just
you should have said something. You
I
hate
didn't
it.
think it was gonna be that
See
prominent.
that light skin hatred?
Yeah, I'm
telling you,
light-skin hatred,
that's
man.
great challenge energy right there. That's great challenge energy.
So yeah, man, we will have a record number of HBCU games. Okay, this year, streaming on cable. I'm ignoring you guys. I'm telling the public about this Black Excellence. Okay.
Oh, my chest, man.
It's still
Yeah, you can't just groom it. You
gotta hit that shit.
Okay. All right.
Pluck it out. Go ahead.
All right. So 120 plus games. All right.
That's the podcast, guys. Getting y'all back from my motherfucking strand of weed, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's the podcast, guys. Getting y'all back, bro.
All right. Fair enough. So again, that's Black Excellence, man. Shout out to Beyonce.
You said 150 HBCUs this time.
When I say we, us, our culture, our Black culture, we will have 120 streamed and viewed games on cable.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, they got TV deals.
Yes.
Yo, this is.
What channel? What channel though?
Who cares?
No.
It's all regional.
All major.
It's all regional. It's all Fox.
Yeah.
It's all, but it's regional.
Yes.
But here's the point. Here's the absolute point, dude. We started
Telemundo.
talking about this something like we started talking
That
about
was
this in
6-7 months ago.
October.
Yeah.
No, not October.
That's why people be biting though. We ahead of the game,
No,
dog.
I didn't even about that. It's about the
I had to
fact
get that one off though. Pause.
Okay, those are facts.
But I just think that like what I love about it is the fact that when we talk about change and when we talk about how do you encourage change, when we talk about how do you make change, it's what we always say is somebody got to be first. You stupid. Somebody got to be first.
If you ain't first, you last. Ricky Bobby.
It ain't about first, you last.
Take my fucking hair, man.
Somebody got to be first. Did you just take your hat off looking like Whoopi Goldberg and color purple? Nigga, what are you doing? So like, did you see the indentation?
Yeah, that's definitely Morgan Freeman.
He said Morgan Freeman. No, I'm just saying you have to see that it took one person to commit to an HBCU, to be a top recruit, to commit to go to an HBCU, right? Who cares why? He did it. And then somebody else started asking the question, what if more of us did that? And here we are now, every week we have another
More news,
and
more
another
news.
and another. And now the advertisers, right?
They want
now
in.
the people with the real money want a part
The
of
vultures.
this product because it tells the story that NBC, Fox, ABC, ESPN, and the whole NCAA have been making their entire careers off the backs of young Black men.
Yep.
And now that they're going to HBCUs, the money is going that way because that's who makes this shit work.
Yep.
It's powerful to know that that's a thing.
Yeah,
Get that
man.
bass out your voice, man.
Fuck you talking to?
That boy got strong with a
I don't
microphone.
listen to people that probably was born before the 1900s, man. Like,
Oh, like Frederick Douglass?
You look like you starring in his biopic. Fuck out of here, man.
I don't care.
Oh shit! Hey,
Oh
man.
my God, man.
All right, look, I gotta ask y'all, man. That little segment took way too long,
It's
man.
your fault, though.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Damn. Look how they do me, world. Look how they do me. Let's see. Let me just ask y'all this, man. How long can you stay dealing with someone in a the fuck is you doing?
Oh, boy.
We're fine. We're fine. Don't ever touch my machine again. There's no pause. It's the machine. Don't touch it. It's mine.
That sounds like a euphemism for some shit.
No, it's not.
RoboCop. Come on, man. The machine. What you call it? The machine, baby.
You stupid.
Machine, baby.
I really want to know your answer to this question. Right? How long can you stay dealing with someone if sex is all that you have in common with that person?
I really think it differs person to person and really differs gender wise. I think a man can detach from shit quicker than a woman, typically. I think, and I'm not going to generalize that, you know. Yeah, sure. I think they can typically detach from things and still have some involvement in it. You know what I'm saying? Like
you said that when men can detach from the connection with the woman,
from things, period.
But they still stay fucking.
Still, yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times a woman, some women, you know, most women in my lifetime have, when they get with a guy, even if the guy ain't shit, they think they can change him. So along that same premise, you know what I'm saying? When they are fucking this gentleman or having intercourse or relations with this man or guy, they become emotionally attached, and somehow, some way, some part just stays there with hope. Men will pull their dick out and fucking and beat their feet in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? If they know this is not the one I intend to marry. If we just fucking around, you're a girlfriend, you're something like that, they can move along faster, man. I think it takes, if you don't establish a mental connection with somebody, for starters, it's easy to pull away. If you establish a mental connection, marrying a woman, it's gonna be a little more difficult.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So there might be like a stipulation here. Like, are we talking about a situation where you are emotionally invested?
You don't need specifiers.
I find that
no specifiers needed, sir. Just answer that shit.
If I'm reading the question correctly, how long can you stay dealing with someone if sex is all you have in common?
Right, but are we talking about someone that you have established that you're with, or are we just talking about somebody
sex?
You just,
if all you have is sex in common with the person?
What if you have a need for sex?
Stay with someone means that there's an investment in that time. If I just met you last night and I just found out we kicking it, I ain't staying with you. Ain't no staying with you conversation.
How can you stay dealing with someone?
Right. Oh, okay. Dealing with. So, okay.
Yeah,
so I don't know you. We got down last night. I still don't know you.
Y'all were together for a point in time.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's
and then now it's no longer working. Okay. It's no longer working.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right. Why are you the bass in your voice is ridiculous today?
Look, I'm saying I'm gonna answer this like this. I think that if men typically all you want is sex, right? Now that shit does get old once you get older and you mature, right? No, hold on. If all you're looking for is sex, then that's the perfect relationship. You'll stay in that for as long as you'll continue to have sex.
Like He-Man and Eternia, huh? Yep.
Yeah. If that's all that person is good for, that's all that you're good for her.
I know He-Man's girlfriend was named Eternia.
It's not. That's where he's from, Eternia.
So
your childhood was fucked up, huh?
No, I watched He-Man. He had a girlfriend?
His name wasn't, her name wasn't Eternia.
That's what you just said.
No.
What did you say?
He-Man was from Eternia.
Oh.
Next nigga say something while I'm talking is getting shot.
You don't get to hit no more buttons until you click that goddamn nose hit. That shit still fucking me up. I'm just holding it.
Stop looking this way. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. What I'm saying is this. Think about, and if you don't want to divulge any of your personal business, that's fine. But I'm talking about, think about how long did you actually have a sexual relationship with someone, and that's really all it was, right?
Years,
right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So what made you get out of it?
I mean, I guess to me, the way I hear this question is it possible that two people can enjoy sex with each other and know that that's all that it is, right? So I guess there's also this other part. If you're talking about it where one person is like fully invested in the relationship and the other person knows that they only in it for sex, that's different. If you're talking about two people who have had a conversation that are like, hey, look.
That part right there.
You know what I'm saying? We know what this is. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do what we do. And then if you find your thing or I find my thing, then we do what we
That's your question.
Do, right? Bro. So I feel like those two things are important caveats. For me personally, I've definitely been in that situation not every time was it equally communicated, right? Sometimes it was me putting more into the relationship. Sometimes it was her putting more into the relationship. And is it possible that sex will keep you around and involved with somebody? Absolutely. It's a very important part of the physical nature of the human being, right? So yeah, I don't think that it's that odd to think that people will continue to have sex even if that's all that there is. The question becomes about, when do you cut that off?
Right. That's the real question.
When does it stop serving you? When does it become toxic? When is it something that, you know, isn't benefiting either party long term? And I think, again, all of this comes into how you communicate about that up front and how you communicate about that when those feelings start to change or when those feelings start to appear.
Who changes feelings first?
It depends on who. I don't know.
So I think that when either finds someone else to suit their needs, other than that, and sex included,
equally,
cut it off. So now I found somebody else that I can fuck with, I can bond with, I can chill, Netflix with, and they got sex. Sex comes with a person, probably. I mean, hope they got a dick or a vagina, you know, or something that can satisfy you sexually. Then you move on. You know what I'm saying?
Prosthetic.
Oh no, man.
or
something, man, you know.
Something out of the sex store that sells 24 hours a day. Right.
Something to get your jollies off.
He was
bro.
like, let me make sure I didn't say something offensive.
Yeah, dog.
All fake penises.
Yeah, dog. You know, fuck y'all, man. Cause now, and then I was saying it to ask this, because now say the person has moved on and found somebody and their sex isn't better than yours.
Right. That's a better question.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a better question. If you are in a situation where you have a good sexual chemistry, and one of you just falls into a relationship and cuts that off.
He said falls into one.
Or
it happens though. You fall into a relationship.
Whatever happens, you start to steer away and you say, I'm cutting this off.
Right.
And then you start this relationship with this new person, and that person's sex is whack. Do you still go back for that? To me, that's where this is going. It's like, it's this idea that, because why else would I? Like, on some real shit, if I'm having sex with somebody who I enjoy sex with, and there's no other attachments on either side, then there's nothing to really talk about here. We're just managing our lives and our time the way that we so see fit. It only really becomes an issue if somebody else has a more significant other on the other side. If it's just us as single people and we not forcing ourselves into no commitment, we're not doing nothing, then it's no different than planning your week. You know what I'm saying? But if there's a significant other somewhere on the other end, that's when it becomes an issue.
Remember, the ladies 2 live shows ago said they have 4.
They did.
Have
they literally said that. They were like, we got the
4.
money guy, we got the funny guy, we got the honey guy,
and we got the dick guy.
We got the dick guy. Yeah. You have
RoboCop, of
you
course.
Definitely, out of them 4 or 5 ladies, you're definitely knocking down 2 or 3 of them. Facts.
Or at least providing certain flirtatious / sexual.
They fucking, bro.
No,
fucking or sucking then.
I was gonna say a sexual, sexual nature, right? Because you're
like,
a honey guy.
Is one worse than the other?
The honey guy is generally the really nice guy,
right?
Who just wants to do something nice for you.
That's me.
He ain't really.
Okay, why is that so fucking funny though? That's me. That's me. I'm that guy.
That's worse than his nose hair. The honey guy is the guy that's super sweet, really is not going to ask you for anything. You don't have to suck or do nothing with that dude. You just have to show him some attention and some appreciation and some affection. And that guy is probably going to be cool. He's going to feel some kind of way, right?
Right.
You don't have to give him sexual energy. Right,
you should.
The money guy, you don't always have to give.
The money guy is definitely getting them draws.
No, the money guy is not always.
Well, I don't know, bro.
Money guys, you would be
not
surprised.
Not ever.
I ain't saying ever. I'm just saying that I've seen situations, or at least I've heard of situations, where the money guy loves the fact that he can afford it. He don't even care. He can pay for it wherever he wants.
Real good, bro.
He don't really need it. Now, I'm not saying that they don't. Good. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying it's not 100%.
You're so eloquent. You say it with class too. Go ahead,
but it's the last one. It's the one that's bringing the ruckus. That's the one that they have to make sure. That's the one that they have to make sure is satisfied sexually. And so they play the game with the rest of them to make sure that one they have time for. So I don't think that women having four or five guys.
Can I ask this question then?
With all 4 or 5.
Since I'm gonna ask to you, well, both of y'all. So do you think that she has smashed all 4 guys at least once?
Yes.
I think there's been some intimate contact, but I swear to God, bro, you would
stop with that bullshit, man.
Yes.
Bro, you would be surprised at how many people, and I'm not saying
What
just
define
men,
intimate
I'm saying
contact,
women
like-
too. You would be surprised at how many people in the world are just satisfied being paid attention to.
OnlyFans did succeed that way, though.
Oh, speaking of which,
You don't need actual sexual interaction for them to feel like they're satisfied because they're getting paid attention to.
Them people not from Chicago. They not from out
There's
west.
some in Chicago,
They don't
sure.
live on the 290 area.
No, they definitely ain't I-290. y'all all for the streets. Anywhere from Racine to Oak Park Avenue. Y'all all for the streets.
Oh my God,
Speaking of this sex, man, OnlyFans is no longer doing their sexual content.
So now when you see this motherfucking big booty, big breasted chick at McDonald's saying, "Hey, was it a number 4?" You say mayonnaise or no mayonnaise. How's she gonna feel? People gonna recognize you too. They gonna recognize you.
Well, Leon Rogers had a good joke. Leon Rogers was like, "Man, I got to find out what I'm gonna do with that $200 a month."
So supposedly your boy Tiger, once he announced that they're not doing sexual content, he dropped the platform. It's called My Stars. And it's the same shit.
It was originally not for that though. It was originally for actual musical content. OnlyFans was for independent artists
You can get fucked
to
to
raise
music.
money and be paid without having to deal with the record companies and all that to develop a fan shit. But then opportunists was like, "Hey, it's COVID and I got these titties. I'm about to put these on OnlyFans."
Yeah, I mean, we had a chick on, man. You know that has OnlyFans. You know what I mean? So it's a real thing.
I ain't knocking nobody's entrepreneurial
I am
expertise,
though.
nor am I knocking how they found a way
Every
to use
woman,
that their
bro.
way. But it initially was supposed to be that. So it's just going back to original form.
Every woman from the pulpit to motherfucking open pit barbecue at the barbecue shop, bro. If you didn't get an OnlyFans, bro,
from the pulpit to the open pit,
bro. If you didn't get an OnlyFans account and get a little bit of change, because you didn't have to fuck or suck, you didn't have to fuck or suck on that platform.
Exactly.
You didn't get some kind of money, you missed. You missed.
can
You took it down on that
you
one.
can have your boyfriend who's your fourth option, who's really good, just come over and do that situation and then videotape it and make money from it.
You know,
that's sex, that's fucking.
You know what's fucked up though?
He's not gonna say that
no,
word.
No,
bro.
he's not gonna say that
word. First day back on my job today, I have to start practicing.
Okay, that's real.
Profanity. I cannot use explicit terms. I have to be very.
Which guy do you think y'all were out of the 4 guys that the women said?
I've been all 4 at one different part of my life. I've been the broke dude who was laying it down at one point in my life. I've been the dude who had more money than her or more access than her.
I'm just tricking it.
I wasn't tricking. I just had access to be able to do it. I mean, not initially.
That's what I'm saying. Not initially. Now come on back around to my point now.
But
I love when y'all do this shit.
Here's the difference between me and you.
I'm the honey guy. I'm nice. I stay prayed up. I never want to lay up. You know what I'm saying? Look here. I'm doing everything for the good.
Who are you praying to? The gym guys?
The Bible said church is the people.
You playing that
Everlast? Like Asgard. Asgard's the people, bro.
I think at different points in your life, you may be different, but it also depends on the circles you run in, right?
Facts.
So like at times early on in my life, I was from the hood. I was on some like around the hood people joints, right? So it was like back then, I ain't trying to give no girl nothing other than the loving.
Wow.
Right? Like that's all you finna get from me. That's all I'm offering.
He's sorry,
right?
ladies.
I might pour you some $11 Seagram's gin
Seed 7 from Seagram's 7.
Right? Like I might do something like that.
Some little seeds.
I ain't into the tricking that game, right? No, that's
that definitely worked. It works though.
That's traumatic.
It works.
Right there. If you serving girls Mad Dog 2020. No, it was Cisco. It was not Mad Dog.
That's even worse, bro.
That's worse. That's worse. I was there. It was Cisco.
He said I was there.
Mad Dog 2020 never happened.
Thank you for the receipts. Thank you for the receipts.
And they're not that far. Mad Dog 2020 and Cisco are not that far. But the point being, I think it depends on where you are in your life. And it also depends on the circles you run in. When I was running around with the poetry crowd, that earthy vibe, you ain't supposed to have money. You have money. You got a qualified poetry.
That's
You got to be
starving artist.
anti-capitalism. You got to be down for the culture and the struggle.
Why would you run with that crowd, bro? Why would you run with that crowd, though?
I started DJing. What you mean? And there was a lot of brilliant intellectual ideas.
Brokenness going on, huh?
No.
You just said brokenness.
Don't go too far now. Let's stay on topic.
Broke is broke, bro. Broke is broke.
5 different things all in one. You are the tangent king, by the way. You can say one word and we Google searched all the way the fuck over there somewhere. Like, you ain't even Google. You Bing. You the one that nobody want to use. Fuck that. So,
Hey, that boy killing today. That boy killing today.
So look,
Hey, we missed your energy last week. Thank you. He's back.
Oh, man.
the point is that you have different phases of your own life.
Right. I love
in
Google,
order
though.
to maintain what you can manage and what you want to do, and depending on the circles you're in. Like, to be 100, when I first got into the entertainment game on the business side, there was dudes that been doing this 10, 15, 20 years, bro. I ain't got no Beamers. I ain't got none of that, right? I'm just getting started.
Right.
Y'all know me as a person, but to live in this world, I need to like have things to impress women, right? So it just depends, bro. It depends on your stage in life, and it depends on what you also want out of it. If you ain't smart enough to know I ain't rocking with you because you only after my bag,
Right.
then that's gonna change things. But I think every person is all people.
Well, I ain't never been the money dude. You ain't getting a dime about me.
I believe that somehow.
You pay rent here?
What?
I mean, you pay the mortgage? I'm sorry.
I have a wife.
You pay
I don't know if
mortgage?
that's a yes or no.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You pay mortgage?
What? What?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, how the question is that? Yeah, motherfucker. Like,
Oh,
whatever.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
It's okay to be the money guy if you're married. You
Honestly.
just have to honor that. You're the money guy.
Now.
Any other day, you like, profits are up.
Take it to church, bro. Tell me you're the provider. The Lord said you're the provider, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
According to the good book.
And
all right?
that's all I'm saying is I'm saying like,
And
it's
this is a different stage in my life, right?
Exactly.
Okay, all
It's
right.
different
Fair
if y'all
enough,
just
fair
got
enough.
married and
Fair
y'all
enough.
both just trying to figure it out. Like, you're at the stage in your life where you can be the money guy
I think-
for your wife. There's nothing wrong
No,
with
for my
every-
wife. That's the thing.
Yeah,
But see,
okay, all right.
every good dude, you know what I'm saying? I said good dude, pause. Every guy that's has qualities, a moral compass, maybe good looking, chivalrous, a renaissance man, so to speak. They have been all these guys. You know why? Because you are an option that every woman wants. Because you can do it all.
Somebody wants you.
Yeah, dude, you'll get something. You'll be the guy for somebody. And if you're feeling yourself, Joe, you're gonna play the field sometimes. You'll end up with more than just like a woman's feeling herself, or she's looking for something specific. She's gonna pursue her options and see what's best. She's gonna fill her options, and see what's best, man. So I think everybody has been all those people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I like
that's
how you
fair.
just said the exact same thing I said. It made it sound like it was.
I said a little bit faster though.
You know what? I think you know what? Because the wife is here, right? Let me just be honest.
Uh-oh. What is this?
I think I did. Matter of fact, I know I did. I'm not gonna say think because she's probably around the corner listening. I definitely bought her a Teletubby off GP.
What?
She laughing. I was like,
Do we have a DeLorean or something, bro? How long was this?
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm sorry.
Trying to tell you. And I bought her a leather coat, and she just asked, like, "Hey, I want to tell you something." All right, cool. I'll be down.
Grade?
No, bro, this is like early college.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she asked, I did it. You know, and now she's my wife. So it makes it okay for me doing that. But maybe in that point I did. That was
Uh-oh.
in my mind, that's how I went. Shut it up.
Knew better. You should have known better to start a story in your crib with your wife. We finna leave.
Yeah, no.
Your ass sleeping on the patio.
I'm jumping over the balcony.
No.
Right. But look, I ain't said you tearing down all this shit.
I said that to say this,
Y'all
right?
stupid, man.
Because maybe that was my one moment of tricking, I guess.
What?
I'm
Are you gonna rest on Teletubby as tricking?
Yes.
No, Ahmad.
I actually like how the story unfolded because he led you on to think he's gonna be humble and said, "Fuck y'all." I'm not humble
That's
at
not
all.
how I saw it.
Me
He let
either.
me know to think he was gonna say he spent a bag, and
That
when
was
he
a bag.
landed on he
That was a
bought
bag.
Teletubby.
It was my money.
He
It was a
let y'all
bag.
know that he ain't giving up shit.
They sell Teletubbies at Marshalls for $9.99.
Not at that time.
Nigga, Teletubbies ain't expensive, bro.
All right, well, guess what?
What
This
you mean, Beanie Baby? 'Cause
Whatever.
those was more expensive.
No, it was Teletubby, and it was a leather coat. It was a leather coat.
How much was
Why
the
we
leather
naming
coat?
these weird things right now? We
How
are
much
naming
was the leather coat? I'm not asking Amon.
Huh?
Mo, how much was the leather coat?
250.
250 in college is a lot of money.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money. I ain't spent 250 on nothing.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Never.
Yeah, man, you know,
airline tickets, nothing.
Scholarship life
was way outside.
Look, before we go though, I really do. I want to have a serious conversation to really ask y'all this. Is it important to mend a friendship or just let it die?
To mend a friendship?
To mend
as in
fix.
If things like something happened that you guys, well, it depends on what pulled you guys apart. Or what separated you guys?
Something that, let's say.
Okay, wait. No, it's not about what happened. I guess the question more is what type of friendship are we talking about?
I think it's both.
Like,
though.
like to be honest, all the way honest. Okay. And this ain't like no shot or no shit, no shit like that. But like, I really have only known Abasi for a year.
Yeah.
Right. So like, we are friends now.
Right.
We get together every week.
Right.
Okay.
So this is my friend. Right?
Yes.
But you, I've known for 20 years.
Yes.
So if there was something to come between me and Abasi, and that came to be a situation where it was like, man, Joe, I can't rock with him. I ain't gonna lie. And I imagine it would be the same. It's like, man, you know, I rock with you, but we don't know each other. I need to have some space there to say.
Okay, so let's say I know how near and dear your sister is to you, right? Your sisters, right? And let's say I cross the line and you find out I dealt with you.
I will punch you in the throat.
No. Listen.
What's wrong with you, man?
I'm
Use a different example.
No, because that's how I know. That's how sensitive it is.
It's two of them here, bro. Okay?
No, I'm saying it's two of them here, dog. Both of y'all. I ain't do shit. I'm gonna fuck if I know him too late. I ain't do shit.
This is why I had to say that. Look, this is why I had to say it, because you see how amped you get, right? So that would be the line for you, right? I had to do that. I had to do that. I had to, because that was the only thing that would make sense to you.
My sisters ain't got nothing to do with this topic.
It's not about your sister, but I'm saying it would be something. It would be something of that degree that would just really be like, you know what I'm saying? I cannot fuck with dude. Right.
No, my sisters are grown.
All right, but I mean, again, I'm just saying it would have to be that egregious for you to be like, you know what? I cannot fuck with dude no more.
It would have to be. I felt that you took advantage of them. Like they're grown, they're smart people. They can.
But I'm not talking about. I don't want to say whatever it is that would cross the line.
Some traumatic happened between. Some very traumatic and damaging that hurt one party.
Again, you and my sisters having a thing or whatever wouldn't.
He trying to get you off that pause.
I'm trying to actually stay in that same space to be 100.
Wow.
That's not what bothers me. It's if I feel like you took advantage of them. If I feel like they were not. If you were predatory upon them, right? Okay. Or you found them in a vulnerable space where they could not make their best decision. That's when I'm gonna have a problem with you, right? Or if you keep it a fucking secret from me, then I'm gonna have a problem.
So like for me, if I let you into my home and you steal from me, right? Exactly. Shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Is that worth mending? You know what I mean?
It's like worth at least talking about.
Yeah.
It's worth at least having a conversation. Now, if you don't want to have a conversation, that lets me know exactly where we stand.
You stole.
Facts. No. Yeah. You know what?
You know what I mean? Like you let me know when you stole from me.
It's only mendable, I think, when that friend still has value to you. That friendship has value to you. You know what I'm saying? So like some people we call friends, we probably could absolutely do without, even though they are good people. You've been known them for a long time. You could do without them. Right. You could go without mending that friendship. But somebody that adds value to you in your space, or the relationship still has value and it meant something. You have maybe been through things. To where you guys have an emotional attachment. There's no homo, no pause involved. Men don't think like that. Men have emotional attachment to each other.
Yeah.
My boy Lance, man, I've been knowing my man since like 6 years old. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We had a few falling downs, not falling outs, and we had to do some mending.
Right.
Falling down. Yes, we didn't fall out. Joe, you know what I'm saying? But I think a true friendship is always worth mending. Always, man, because outside of your brothers and sisters, those are your brothers and sisters.
Let me also say that mending doesn't also mean that you always have to get back
and be friends
in that same space.
Yeah.
Okay,
mending is coming to some closure point of, you know what? Yo, we had a good run. We good. Much love, no disrespect. Hopefully everything works out for you. If you do need me and I'm in the space where I can help you with that particular thing, that's cool. Mending is about I see what you're saying. Not carrying relational trauma. Right, exactly. I'm not gonna carry some opportunity to jab at you later,
whenever you
get back at you later, or to post something. Right, the score is settled. Right, we should have had most of the goddamn show. He was sitting right there the whole goddamn time.
He said he didn't want to be on.
No, I know.
All right.
I think at the end of the day, man, I think you know, we're talking about a lot of what we talks about like your earthly life, whether you're Christian, Islamic, Muslim, whatever, Buddhist, atheist, non-spiritual, even atheists,
drug dealer.
I think that what you have to understand is that you only get a certain amount of time on the planet, and you want to do the best you can with that time. It's impossible to do it perfectly. It's impossible to do it in a way where everybody's happy. And so at least at the very bare minimum, what you do is you make sure that you are not carrying something from yesterday into tomorrow that can negatively affect yourself or anyone else in your circle.
That's real. That's real.
You know
I mean, I feel like
little homie that was asking us for change at the liquor store, right?
Yeah.
When he waved you off, like, oh,
hey,
you ain't
I wish I
got
could have saw that shit.
me, right? Your initial response was, man, I'm gonna just ignore that. And I'm gonna just roll the window up, like it's all good. I'm not gonna hold that against you because you don't need that on your spirit.
Yeah.
You could have easily been like, man, how are you gonna wave me off? You asked me, you could have went into all of that, right? The fact that you didn't is the fact that you respect the fact that, hey man, you a human, you in a situation that I ain't got nothing to do with. It is what it is. I'm not.
No, that's not where he was coming from. He was on some arrogant shit.
No. When I got in the car, because I didn't see it. I had gotten out of the car. He had asked me when I was.
So he had done that shit already before you got.
No,
You didn't see it.
He did the Kennedy first.
No, you had shitted on him already before the Kennedy got there.
No, I came back. And then he had tapped on the car, and that's
right.
when
Okay.
Checked in the mind.
You know,
he touched the whip.
No, he waved. He
so where the blick at, bro?
No. So Kennedy went in the store. Right? Kennedy goes to the store. So as Kennedy's getting out the car, can I get a couple of dollars? He was respectable, right? Like, I ain't got it, right? So Kennedy closed the door. I purposely moved the car up to get out of his vision, right? He decides to walk. He decides to walk as I'm pulling up a little bit, like, fam, I don't want to talk to you, right? So he waves. Yeah, anyway, man. Needless to say, he didn't get it. All right.
That's trying to wave. He's trying to drive up. And Lowe's was waving in the wind.
Oh shit. These boys too funny today, man.
It's gonna be a TikTok for
but no, I actually pride myself on being
some motherfucking wine he don't even like, bro.
Yeah.
Some wine he don't even like.
I actually pride myself on being a pretty forgiving person, right? Because at the end of the day, nothing is really that serious. There are only a few things that you can really do to me when I be like, I don't fuck with you, right?
Right.
I know what those things are. The other person doesn't have to do it or have to know about it, right? But when you do it, all right, I really see where you at with it. Because if you know me, I've been your guy for 20, 25 years, you should know that them shits is not all good.
There are lines crossed, man. Again, not to go super personal, man, but there are lines that you have to be honest with that same person. Say, listen, man, you know what? We've been rocking for however long, and you've been my mans or whatever.
Let's close this properly.
But like on the real, that was too much for me. I'm not cool with that. If I do get cool with that, it's gonna take not being around you.
Yeah.
To get cool with that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need this space. You do you.
But I don't even feel like I owe another man that explanation.
Why are your Christmas ornaments visual, bro?
What?
Why are they visible, bro? Why?
It's only fucking. It's not even September.
Did y'all not never put them up or something, bro?
Ornaments is on the joint,
baby.
No. Baby. No, now you the honey guy. You was the money guy 5 minutes ago. Now you the honey guy, baby. No, you gonna bring a Teletubby out here? You definitely have Christmas ornaments on the. Never mind.
What's going on?
Yeah. We're talking about
this is African Christmas.
You got 11 minutes on your part, and I got to because I got a real.
Hey, look. Hey, y'all too funny today, man. We definitely ran over, but it's the corner, man. Shit
rant over that shit.
Rant over, wrench around and wrench it off, man. It's the corner, man. We out, man. Oh shit. All right, well, fuck it, man. We can still do it, man. We can still get signed at any time. Fuck you, mean?
Let's close this show.
All right, man. Let's go ahead.
Oh, baby. That's how it sounds to start off.
Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go. Yeah, I got you. Don't trip. Don't trip, zip. We in the busy.
Q-Billa has weighed in on the comment about you taking. I can take him. I looked at him. I was like, I can take him.
Hey, look, new rule, man. Q-Billa can't be talked about on this show. How about that?
No, I'm not following that rule.
All right, man. Look. This is the part of the show again, man. Gourmet Ratchet Records. Shout out to Cosign. Thank you for the cosign, and thank you for that paperwork. And you know, we out here working, man. He told us last week that he didn't feel the passion, so we felt that it was necessary to pay an ode to the old school.
True story, to the true love songs, man.
I know my shit finna expire, fam. Thirsty ass city.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, I've got so.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's slight work.
Sad part is like this is the first one we couldn't hear the actual music. Mine the only one know what key it's in. Me and Bossy singing in Negro.
Negro spiritual.
We singing in K-Town.
Oh shit, man.
So, you know, that's you know, for all the ladies. Give it up for the ladies.
My girl.
We out of here, right?
It was the Bossy's idea to like my girl, just so y'all know. We
So
don't
that-
giving him credit.
I do
okay.
shit.
No, you definitely don't. You missed set up again. You missed set up again.
Did I?
So I was sitting up front the whole time. Where did y'all get here? Hey, I'm gonna show you text. He's like, where y'all at? I'm out front.
Wait, man.
Hey, look, man, it's the Corner Combo episode
The doorbell wasn't working.
61.
And then he put in the door, didn't ring the bell.
Stupid shit, man. We out, man.
I did do that. I pressed 3 without scrolling. Oh shit.
Yeah. We on the corner.
Right.
We on the corner.